Anyways, back to sodomy. Not sodomy. This ain't a plug.
Or was it? Yo, what's up? This is Violent Cinema Review. I'm Christian,
Not Goblin.
and we are doing
Sodomaniac.
which with the name kind of gives it away, to be honest. It's a maniac kind of film, like the movie Maniac, but with a guy that likes to rape rapists. So let's just reiterate on that because they're not just going around, they're butt raping rapists. So it's kind of like a rape revenge film.
It's about a group of dudes who are a club of serial date rapists, and they intentionally go to parties to see how many people they can date rape. And the tables or the date rape ends up getting turned, and there's a lot of sodomy and a lot of maniacs. And what were your thoughts on this one?
I like it, especially like the little plays on things like they get flowers with like to indicate when they're about to be murdered or who's next, type situation.
It has like the funny ass poems on
Yeah,
it.
and the funny I suppose there's so much good humor in this. There's definitely some dated ass humor in this. It is would definitely say misogynistic, but it goes really well with the story, and it kind of makes you hate the guys, and that's kind of like the whole point. Is these guys are pieces of shit. You're not supposed to relate to anybody except for one guy. There's one guy that's obviously I'm just like, what do you do? Stop doing that, guys? But like, why are you friends with him anyways? No type guy. But that there's a reason why he's in the story, so it makes sense. So he's a
Yeah.
nice guy for a reason. So I don't want to spoil it, but
Yeah, the comedy's, very edgy and dark and misogynistic, but I mean, you're watching a movie called Sodomaniac. You're not gonna fucking get Annie Hall. Like it's gonna be, what you're getting into from the name alone, so you can't be too
yeah.
offended going into it. It is raunchy as fuck, but it fits so well. Like it's not out of place, it doesn't feel like at all. Like it fits very much with the story and the tone of the whole movie, how raunchy and kind
Yeah.
of misogynistic it is.
Yeah, like I said, it just leads up to their murder. It makes you like build up that hate for him. You're like, man, I hope this fucker dies.
Yeah. The songs as well always killed me because like they're like parodies of actual songs because like you can hear the beat and you'd be like, oh, this is fucking Laffy Taffy or whatever. And then but it's a parody. But the one that I always get stuck in my head is like, I can't come to the phone, can't come to the phone.
Yeah,
Because this bitch is licking my like I died
yeah.
every time when that fucking happened. Or the whole fucking verse where it's just him like licking my stick.
Yeah, I know. There was a lot of like pop references and just different cultural references, and it was funny. It was kind of like to the time of what was going on. I liked it.
It was definitely a fun ride, and the violence, I mean, it's not overly gory, but there are a couple of scenes, especially like the very first opening shot where it just catches you off guard.
And then yeah, and there's a lot of like close-ups of like this guy's like pounded in butthole type of thing, and it's just like looks like this really massive fucking thing, and like stuff like that. It definitely has.
Yeah.
We're like, oh,
Has a lot of rosebud.
yeah, no, 100%. Lots of blossoms.
Sodomaniac, aka Rosebud, the movie. Fuck Citizen Kane.
I've never seen Citizen Kane.
Neither have I. I just know that's the word he says because I've read an article once.
Yeah, I know it's like a masterpiece,
And it's his fucking sled.
and we can keep that in.
I don't care.
What world?
Spoiler
No,
alert for
I have
Citizen
not
Kane.
seen Citizen Kane
There's so many movies I haven't seen that people are like, what? You haven't seen that? I'm like, yeah, I guess I was just watching better shit.
or not better shit, just other stuff like raunchy, dumb.
Usually worse shit. I'm not watching Citizen Kane because I got, Guso Milk 3 loaded up. So
Exactly. It's like I'm watching the counterculture shit. You can just watch all the cultural shit.
never seen Citizen Kane, but how many times have I watched Brown Mass?
Definitely more than Citizen Kane.
Definitely more than Citizen Kane. Probably astronomically more than Citizen Kane.
We can talk about the fucking butt mask. Or maybe we should go to the helmet first and then go into the dick, because it makes more sense to talk about the helmet and then the dick, not the vice versa.
Head, shoulders, knees, and dick.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Or if it's American Guinea Pig, always start on the left.
So one thing I thought was great is it's kind of like a costumed serial killer. So they're always in this like kind of looks like a peach, but it's actually just a big butthole. with like a hole even. I mean, not a big butthole, just a
So
big ass. And then just like with a little eye hole, I guess, for the butthole. But yeah, that's basically it. It's just walking around with, you know, that in their head.
why it makes me laugh so much though is in South Carolina, whenever we drive through up to Ohio, in northern South Carolina, there's this like giant water tower that's a peach in the middle of nowhere, but they put like a little like fucking point at the bottom of it to the side, so it literally just looks
Oh.
like a giant ass with a hemorrhoid. And we drive by it all the time, be like, "There's the boat with the hemorrhoid." Like that's what the mask reminded me of, was just this giant water tower. But it's
Nice.
literally just a big ass with a fucking hole in the middle. And then the weapon of choice is basically a fucking 14-inch strap on with a blender on it.
Yeah, no, that was pretty great.
It just has like blender blades. And then when they fuck, you just like,
No, I like that one too. It just remind me of the Japanese Iron Man
or cat sick blues.
or Cat Blues.
I'm saying you could survive it if you have the willpower.
Yeah,
But then
exactly.
again, she does remind the one guy. It's like, what are you going to tell your father? What are you going to tell your kids when they ask why you need to sit on the donut?
Yeah, I know.
What's everyone going to say about you knowing your asshole's hanging out?
Oh, there's some great one-liners and all throughout this.
It's definitely like bro frat humor monologue, but like it fits so well.
I will have to say a lot of the gay humor got a little uncomfortable and like overplayed a little bit just because it's just but I get why they're doing it, but just like it was more the character that was supposed to be gay.
It was
Like
like
he was just over the top and it was kind of offensive. And like even with
yeah.
an offensive film, I'm just like, that's cringe. Like
Like even the one scene where like it shows him like about to take advantage of the one guy, I felt, they could have killed him off without that whole lead up into him getting killed. It was just kind of uncomfortable. It's like, oh, because he's gay, he wants to fuck every dude and like.
yeah, but I get it because it made him also someone else to get killed because he was date
Uh,
raping you. So
yeah. I mean, I get that. It's still
the whole film has a bunch of date rape. So if you're not comfortable with that situation, yeah, definitely do not watch this film. This is literally the plot of the film. It's
yeah,
all
is
about.
a group of dudes who are date rape partiers.
Yeah. I mean, but there's some humor that's outside of it, like the guy that does like the Edward drinking hands or whatever the fuck
Mm.
that's called.
Edward 40 heads.
Edward 40
He's
hands,
like
yeah.
trying to unzip. Dude, I honestly legitimately felt so bad for him on that scene
Yeah.
where like he's trying to undo his belt and he just pisses himself in the bathroom. Cause like I've
Yeah.
had friends who've like done that. They just pissed themselves and felt
Uh,
so fucking bad about it. So like I genuinely
don't
felt
want, do we
remorse.
don't have to bring that up on the fucking show.
Oh my God, not you. But yeah, no, I didn't feel bad for you. You got Cannibal Holocaust pants. It was a win for you.
No, I think there's not really much else to say about this. It's not like a dive deep and get, into the nitty-gritty. It's like, well, how'd you feel what they meant by that? It's pretty apparent what they meant by everything.
Yeah, it's just a
It's just,
fun underground slapstick, gross out horror movie.
but if you're looking for raunchy humor and just a good fun with it, then yeah, definitely a film for you. Yeah, if
Sorry.
you're sensitive to anything when it comes to PC, shit, yeah, definitely don't watch this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's raunchy, it's filthy, it's nasty, but it's fun and it's really kind of funny.
Yeah, and they all get at the end. No pun.
Yeah.
And then, so with that said, I guess we'll just sign it out. And thanks for tuning in. We'll definitely start doing more of these and pop them out. I know I'm a little inconsistent, but it's just hard sometimes, I got shit going on.
We have lives. And I do
You
want
got
to say one more thing before we go. Fuck Wild Eye.
Yeah, that's the one thing about this one. I was gonna actually look into if they got released through something else. It didn't seem like they cut anything out. This because it definitely has a lot of shit, and like there's scenes where there's like literally like porn on the wall, and it's like they're not censoring anything and stuff. You're seeing like full on penetration on the wall. So I'm like, there's obviously like the stuff that they don't care. They're trying to basically just make a raunchy film,
Well,
but I
fuck them for not paying people.
yeah.
So, anyways, for Quality Violent Cinema, I'm Goblin.
And I'm Christian.
And again, fuck Wild Eye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.